Right, so today we are in Miami with a 2006 Mercedes C230. Yeah, it's my friend's car. We're in Miami and he's letting me drive it. So I'm about to drive it to lunch and I figured I can do somewhat of a review. First things first, this car is pretty thick. I'll be honest, I didn't have very high expectations because I've driven the new C300s and it's like the level of engagement that you have in that car is pretty equivalent to the level of engagement that you have in a Waymo that is completely self-driving. So, wow, what is that? First things first, the leather is incredibly comfortable. This car is almost 19 years old now, and it is some of the nicest feeling leather I've ever felt. And like, these are the kinds of cars that make me realize why Mercedes became such a big luxury brand. Like your headrest, the up and down is automated, which is kind of crazy. Oh, even like that felt so good, you know, like the driver inputs in this car is actually really, really nice. And of course we have hydraulic steering. That's wild. That's how you take out the parking brake. But yeah, let's pull out of this car. Oh my God, I love hydraulic steering. It's nice and weighted and it feels real, and it just feels like you're actually doing something to move the car, you know? We got some nice cars in this garage, but yeah, let's pull out and go from there. All right, so we are officially on the road. And we're driving in Miami, which is kind of cool. Pretty soft and...
Turn left onto South Miami Avenue. Then at the roundabout, take the second exit.
It's a soft suspension. It's comfortable. It feels very luxurious. Is actually what I...
this light. Then at the roundabout, take the second exit.
What does it remind me of? It kind of reminds me of like an E46 330i. Like the
Stay in the
same
right 2 lanes.
comfort level. It's the same class. It's surprisingly crashy, like over potholes or speed bumps and stuff. The suspension's crashier than I would have expected for something this soft, but it's nice. It's a very comfortable car to drive. The downshift lag is something, it leaves a lot to be desired there. Like,
at the roundabout, take the second exit.
okay. It's really enjoyable to drive, honestly.
In a quarter mile, take a slight left turn onto Southeast 1st Avenue.
It's slow, but I think the steering is like 80% of this car's enjoyment. The brakes are quite nice too. I think the brake fluid is old or something, because the pedal is initially really mushy. There's like 1.5 inches of just give, but then once it finally presses, like truly presses, it's pretty good. And the shifter is really nice. I know it's an auto, but it's still really nice. It's not kind of electric or a button or something weird like that. Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice car. I think that I truly enjoy driving this more than most of the kind of like automatic luxury cruisers that I've driven. You know, probably like the 6 that I've driven in my life. Yeah, let's see, whenever I get more things to say, I'll hop back on. Like, I've seen X5Ms, 8 Series everywhere, and Corvettes, and it's... And everyone's very excited to just floor it all the freaking time. Yeah, you can kind of see how crashy the car is now. When it hits bumps like that.
At the light, use the second lane from left to turn left onto Northwest 12th Avenue toward Ballpark. Then take a slight right turn to merge onto State Road 836 east toward I-95.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's a lot of really nice cars because it's Miami and people are rich. Like there's an LC500 right there, but they're all kind of, straight line GT cruiser luxury and stupid fast vehicles. Like I've seen a couple Porsches, but mostly I've seen just, I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing like extremely high horsepower is what I think of now when I see all these cars ever since I got the Miata. But it is cool to see. There's a lot of nice cars here. There's very few Teslas, which is really refreshing. But yeah, it's an interesting town, and it's kind of cute to be driving one of these in here. Like I don't think I've seen a single one of these old classic luxury cars here. So ironically, you kind of stand out as someone who's still holding on to a classic, but it's nice. It's a nice car. Yeah, that's probably all I got. This is still one of my favorite feelings. You can actually feel the jolt in the car when it shifts from neutral into drive. And yeah, it's a nice and analog car, but it's still really comfortable, and I think they have a really nice balance of what to abstract away versus what not to abstract away, which every modern car I've driven is just like, let's abstract everything away. That's what comfort means, right? But
Road 836 east toward I-95.
obviously the answer is no. You can't just make steering numb and define that to be super comfortable, right? But yeah, nice car. Shout out to Che for letting me drive it. Cool. Peace, guys.